Institute of Engineering and Technology.
Hello students, today we are going to start our last chapter, which is a fundamental requirement for this mathematics 1. I purposefully kept these lectures in my last section because it will help you to directly go through the previous lectures. Today I am going to discuss about indeterminate forms. All of us know how to find limit for function of one variable. But in some cases, there are some ambiguities in which we cannot handle the limit. For example, what happens if we consider a curve which is asymptotically infinite parallel to y-axis and we want to find value of the function at point which is x equal to 0. So it is almost impossible to find that value. For example, what will be value of limit x tending to 0 sin x upon x? We know that we cannot find this answer directly by any analytical method. So for that reason, today I am going to cover special cases of limit known as indeterminate forms. These forms are very much useful to solve basic limit for function of one variable. It will also play a vital role in limit of two variables also, as we know that whenever we are dealing with the function of two variables in form of limits, they are nothing but at a time limit for function of one variable. So all in all, what we are going to discuss in this talk is how many indeterminate forms are there, how to solve it, and we'll see some examples also. So let us start this section of mathematics 1 known as indeterminate forms. First of all, I want to discuss about this type of indeterminate forms. These are first type of indeterminate forms, namely 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, infinity minus infinity, 0 into infinity. Now, what is meaning of this symbol? If you look carefully, whenever you apply limit x tending to 0 to sin x upon x, it gives you answer 0 by 0. So this is the situation of function after applying limit. It may happen that sometimes your function attains value infinity, which is in numerator and in denominator. So still we don't know whether we can cancel this infinity with infinity or not, or we can cancel out this 0 with 0 or not, as the rule for cancellation in numerator and denominator is the number must be non-zero. But we cannot apply the same rule for infinity also because it is not a scalable quantity. Same thing will happen if we are dealing with something like infinity minus infinity. Infinity minus infinity, it is logically infinity again. But we need to check what is happening in the case of limit. Finally, what will happen to 0 into infinity? We know that 0 into any finite number is 0. But still, the question is what will happen to 0 into infinity? We'll discuss all these 4 cases with examples. Okay, so let us consider first indeterminate form. The L'Hopital rule will help you to find the solution of this indeterminate form. The fundamental L'Hopital rule is something like this. If f of x and g of x, these are two functions which are well defined on some interval I which contains a point A. This is the point where this ambiguity is generated, such that limit x tending to a, f of x is 0, limit x tending to a, g of x is 0. Then, how to find this? This is nothing but 0 by 0 form. In such cases, by taking limit x tending to a on f of x upon g of x, you can equivalently consider the same answer by f dash upon g dash. f dash is derivative of function with respect to x in numerator, g dash is derivative of function g into the denominator. These are two separate derivatives. This form is particularly known as 0 by 0 form. Now, what is the alternate form of L'Hopital rule? If two functions are f and g well defined on some interval I, well defined in the sense at the point A they are not defined or they are not considering finite answer, at the rest of the values they are scalable. If this is happening, f of x at limit x tending to a is infinity, g of x at limit x tending to a is infinity, in that case again you can apply the same formula of L'Hopital rule, but in this case it is known as infinity by infinity. Now let us deal with the another form. What will happen if we have two functions f of x, g of x, they are defined on interval I, but as we take limit x tending to a, f of x is 0, and if we take limit x tending to a on g of x, answer is infinity, and they are in multiplication, f into g. So you can focus on that part which is infinity, which is gx, and you can take it into the denominators of denominator. So what is happening in that big bracket in denominator? It is 1 upon infinity, so it is 0. So ultimately we are converting this form into our fundamental 0 by 0 form, and then we can evaluate the value. This is how we can deal with 0 into infinity form. Now let us go for last case. What will happen if both of the functions are approaching at infinity if x is tending to a? These are two functions f of x and g of x defined on interval I, and a is a point from that interval. And then what is happening here? F of x minus g of x. So now what I will do? I will rewrite my value of f of x as denominator, and then similarly I will do for g denominator. I am I'm giving new notation to this 1 upon f of x as capital F of x and 1 upon g of x as capital G of x. And then if I take LCM of this two, ultimately it will result into 0 by 0. The reason is capital F of x is 1 upon f and f is infinity at point x tending to a. So at x tending to a, capital F is 1 upon infinity, and so it is 0. So ultimately multiplication of two 0 values and subtraction of two 0 values are going to be 0. So we are using this property of 0 to convert this function into 0 by 0 form. And therefore infinity minus infinity is again our regular 0 by 0 form at conversion. So I hope you know now these 4 values for intermediate forms. Now let us go for examples of this. The first example is limit x tending to 1 log x upon x minus 1. If I take this limit x tending to 1 log x upon x minus 1, it is nothing but 0 by 0 form. You can verify this thing. Replace x with 1 in numerator, it is log 1, which is 0. Replace x with 1 in denominator, it is 1 minus 1, so 0. So I can apply L'Hopital's rule. Now L'Hopital rule is something like this: take individual derivative of numerator, individual derivative of denominator. So it is 1 by x and denominator is 1 minus 0. After simplifying, we will receive answer 1. This is how very easily you can solve this indeterminate 0 by 0 form. Let us consider one more example. Limit x tending to 1 e raised to x upon x square. So this is, it is limit x tending to infinity e raised to x upon x square. So if I take x tending to infinity, numerator it is infinity, denominator is also infinity. So by taking infinity by infinity form, we can apply L'Hopital rule. So taking derivative of e raised to x, it is e raised to x. Taking derivative of x square, it is 2x. One more time, it is infinity by infinity. So we need to take one more time L'Hopital rule. So I am differentiating numerator e raised to x and I am differentiating denominator with 2. So finally, it will approach to infinity. Now let us take one more example, x into log x, x tending to 0 plus. So if I take x tending to 0 plus, it is nothing but 0 into infinity form. So I need to convert this into infinity by infinity or 0 by 0. At this example, it will be easy to convert this into infinity by infinity. So I am taking x in denominator, so it will convert this whole 0 into infinity form into infinity by infinity. Taking derivative of numerator and denominator separately using L'Hopital's rule, it will result into minus x, which is nothing but 0. So value of this limit x tending to 0 plus x into log x is nothing but 0. Now let us come to the next example, x tending to pi by 2 raised to minus, which means I am approaching at pi by 2 from the negative side, sec x minus tan x. So this is nothing but infinity minus infinity form. So I need to convert this into infinity minus infinity, and for that reason I am converting sec into 1 upon cos minus tan into sine upon cos, and so it is now infinity by infinity, and so I can apply L'Hopital's rule and taking derivative of numerator and denominator separately. So finally, whenever I will take input of this limit x as pi by 2, it will result into 0. So this is end of my first part in this talk, that is indeterminate form of type 1. Now we are moving towards indeterminate form of type 2. In this type, you will see how to deal with this exponential types of indeterminate form. 0 raised to 0, 1 raised to infinity, infinity raised to infinity. So let us start this. So the L'Hopital rule is something like this. If we have f of x and g of x, and then two functions are f of x equal to 1, g of x equal to 0 as x tending to a, and this part is limit x tending to a f of x raised to g of x. So it is 1 raised to 0. We can apply L'Hopital's rule but not directly. We need to convert this into some particular form that I will explain you after defining all these three forms. So this is the situation in which this will happen. Point x is tending to a, function f is tending to 1, g is tending to 0. So it is known as 0, where 0 raised to 0 form. Now taking another part, suppose f of x is tending to 1, g of x is tending to infinity. So it is 1 raised to infinity form. Taking third possibility, that is f of x is tending to infinity, g of x is tending to infinity, so it is infinity raised to infinity form. So these are three second type of indeterminate forms, 0 raised to 0, 1 raised to infinity, infinity raised to infinity. Now let us see examples of this. I am taking first case, x tending to 0 plus 1 plus sine 4x raised to cot x. So limit x tending to 0, 1 plus sine 4x raised to cot x is nothing but 1 raised to infinity form. Now taking y equal to 1 plus sine 4x raised to cot x, the reason for this is I need to take log on both sides. Once I have log value on the both side, it will transform that cot x in the power into the multiplication. So now this is nothing but 0 by 0 form. We can convert this logarithmic value into one of the previous forms of L'Hopital rule. Now I can apply L'Hopital rule on the right hand side. So it gives me 4 cos 4x upon 1 plus sine 4x upon sec square x. But this is answer for log y. So in last step, I will take exponential function on the both side of the equality. So ultimately my answer is e raised to 4. Let us take another case. If I take limit x tending to 0 on x raised to x, clearly it is 0 raised to 0. So again taking y equal to x raised to x, taking log y both side and then applying limit. Now we have seen this example in our previous section, x into log x, it will result into 0. So finally my answer is e raised to 0, which is equal to 1. So I hope this second part is also clear, 0 raised to 0. And finally we have this discussion at the end of indeterminate form, that why we are going for this kind of calculations. See, the reason for this kind of indeterminate form is, in practical examples, it may happen that we are dealing with 0 raised to 0, 1 raised to infinity, infinity minus infinity, and all such indeterminate forms. So I hope all of you are now pretty much familiar with these indeterminate forms. There are 7 in number and there are 2 different types. Ultimately, we have only one rule which will help you to find the solution, which is L'Hopital's rule. And we are converting all different examples into that form to find the solution. I hope all of you are now comfortable to solve this indeterminate forms. Thank you.
LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology.